Hello, guys. This is episode 6 of the CrossFit ETHOS podcast. We have special guests for today. I'll let you guys introduce yourselves.
Hello, I'm Mark.
Hi, I'm Maya.
And I'm Lisa.
Hello. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Mark. Hello, Maya.
Hi.
Thank you for joining our podcast. So we'll start. First question. Introduce yourself. Say something interesting that you want the people to know about you. We'll start with
Me?
Maya?
Okay, sure. So I'm Maya, and I am not Filipina. I am from Malaysia, and I have been actually living abroad all my life, and I have been doing CrossFit for a while now. But yeah, happy to be here.
So is that the interesting thing about you? I'm not Filipina.
Yes, I'm not a Filipina.
Since everyone thinks you are.
Because everybody speaks to me in Filipino, and I'm always like, I don't understand. So yes, that's my interesting thing.
Okay, Lisa?
Yes. Hi, I'm Lisa Bernardo. I'm a mother of 2 teenage girls, and I've been doing CrossFit since 2019. So a big part of it was done online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was quite challenging.
Then,
Hello, I'm Mark Caneso. So the interesting about me is that I actually like letter C. So things that I love are like coffee, cocktails, CrossFit, and even my career is consumer marketing. So everything apparently is C. And I've been doing CrossFit, same as Lisa, I've started roughly end of 2019. Yeah, so partly most of it are also online, alone at home
Yes.
during the COVID, the pandemic.
So how did you guys start your CrossFit journey? Like, how did it happen?
I actually started back in 2019. I had this trial class in a box called Alpha Strength back then. It's closed now. I never had any fitness experience before. So actually, I literally puked right after the first class.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was like a 20-pound double dumbbell workout. It was very light, but for me it was heavy back then, and I really puked at the end of the class.
What made you try it?
So,
Were you with your friends or?
One of my boss then was actually doing
Okay.
CrossFit. So
Did he
she
force
invited
you?
me for a trial class.
Did she force you to do it? Or?
Yeah, she forced me to do it. She wanted me to come my experience because she really loved CrossFit.
Okay.
So you know how when CrossFitters, let's go,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
all do CrossFit together. So she actually invited me for a CrossFit class, and I actually liked it. So eventually, I joined the boot camp class in Out of the Box. But then, and eventually had my first experience in CrossFit Ortigas.
Okay.
But then pandemic happened and everything closed down
Yeah.
already.
How about you, Maya?
So for me, I started CrossFit a while back, since 2015. And I
10
actually,
years. Almost hitting 10 years.
Yes, you're right. And at that time, I think I found CrossFit by chance. I was passing by a row of shops, and then I saw this really small gym with a lot of people doing weights and doing some gymnastic, and I was curious to know what was going on. So I went in and I found out about it, and I started my first class. And that was back in Malaysia. So since then, I have been doing CrossFit in a lot of places, because I used to live in the Caribbean, I used to live in Africa. But in Africa, I had my own gym set up, and the community there was a bunch of people together, would just work out together, and would just have a good time and, stay healthy.
Nice. How about you, Lisa?
Okay, so as I said earlier, I started 2019, and my husband actually was the one who got me into CrossFit, because he was already attending the class in the box. We were in Salcedo. He kept forcing me, like, come on, join us. It's so much fun and this and that, because he actually did CrossFit in Alabang when we used to live there,
Okay.
Bangbox, I think
Yeah,
it was
Bangbox.
called.
Yeah.
So he was familiar already with the sport, and then he kept saying that it's fun, people cheer for you and this and that. So I was like, I don't think I want that. Like, people all eyes on you, and you get conscious, because I'm really not that kind of person. But finally I gave in, and then I tried it out, and ever since I've been hooked. So I haven't stopped. Pandemic happened. I continued even if it was online. My husband decided to do other sports. So I was so happy that Ethos opened because he was the one who also told me about it. He was like, oh, Coach Job is going to be opening up a box and this and that. And I was like, okay, let's go check it out. So there.
So what's the first thing that comes to mind if I ask you, what made you stay? Like what makes you keep coming back to CrossFit?
I think for me, it's the continuous growth. Because in CrossFit, like, there's a lot of workout to be done. There's a lot of different movements to learn. You can always outlift yourself. So it's a continuous growth that you can experience while doing CrossFit that really keeps me going and it keeps me challenged.
Oh, letter C na naman. Challenge.
Yes, challenge.
Your favorite letter? Oh, si Maya.
For me, a little similar to what Mark is saying. There's always a new skill to unlock. So if it's not an issue about how heavier you can go, it's about how fast, more efficient you can go, and it's also a constant test of your fitness ability. And it's very much personal. It's a personal sport. You try not to compare yourself with other people. You want to just compare yourself with yourself in the different stages that you go through. But it's a really kind of, the community also is also what makes it such a great situation to be in with fitness.
Yeah. How about you, Lisa?
Yeah, I think it's very similar. It's really being consistent, and there's always something new to learn. You challenge yourself every day, not just physically but mentally, because it's like I tend to overthink things, so like every technique, every position or form, it's like all in my head. But when you get through it, you just feel so fulfilled. Like it's like, wow, I can do this. Like initially when I joined CrossFit, my goal was to lose weight. I mean, like, of course, in any fitness industry, it's like, oh, yeah, I want to look good, I want to look thin, and all of that. But now that I'm here and I've been doing it for quite some time, it's like, I want to be strong. Like, I want to know how my body can get to this from this. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I guess we're like in different, if CrossFit was a journey, we're in different situations, right? You started 2019, same as Lisa. You started 2015?
Yes.
Yes. So if there's one thing you would change or things you would change about your CrossFit journey so far, what would it be? So we can start with you, Lisa. Maya, since you're the one who's been doing it
the longest.
Yeah.
So I've gone through a various different seasons of my CrossFit journey, if I can say it that way. I used to be competitive. I also used to do some classes, actually some fitness group classes. And I think now it's really about making sure you don't want to get injured. You want to continue to be able to move, and you don't want to spend 3-4 weeks recovering from one workout that took you only 30 minutes to do. So you become a little bit more careful, and you are very selective in terms of the type of workouts that different boxes usually do. And the good thing about, I think, CrossFit Ethos is that you have quite a ability to choose how you want to move in the different classes. So if you're not feeling up to it and you're just there to just do some minor movements, then it's up to you. But if you feel like you're up to it that day and you want to go heavier, the coaches and the class will really, really support you. So you have that freedom, I guess, to be able to select what level of intensity you want to go to, and also scale as much as possible the different movements. Yeah,
which I think is very different from other boxes. I've been to boxes like everyone wants you to go all out. Heavy as you can. Doesn't matter if you get injured as long as you very meathead kind of like culture, which is I appreciate also with CrossFit. How about you?
I think if there's one thing I want to really change about me being a cherry picker. So of course there are some moves that I can do better than the others. So back then when I was doing CrossFit and other boxes, I used to know, today we're going to do snatches, today we're going to do overhead squats. I would literally go around and go home. And I think the more I do it, the more I become not so good at it, that I actually hinder my growth.
Yeah.
And that actually, I realized it's about mindset. I did not want to suck. I did not want to feel bad about myself. That's why I kept not doing it. What I actually learned about CrossFit Ethos is like trusting the process. So literally, the program is called
Yeah, the
process.
process.
And the more I go to it, it doesn't matter if I'm not good at it today, maybe in the next week, because it's actually continuous. And the good thing about process, it's repetitive. So by the next week, you actually have a chance to do better. Maybe if you're doing like a 600-meter run today, next week, I feel like I can do an 800-meter run, and that's fine. So at
Yeah.
least there's growth and week on week that you can already see.
How about you, Lisa?
Yeah.
So you've been doing CrossFit for 5 years now.
5 years, yeah.
So-
I wish I started sooner. I mean, like that's
Yeah.
well, can't do anything about that now.
We always
But I wish I started sooner. It's all good because CrossFit Ethos, I feel, is very intentional with the way they coach. I mean, I appreciate the coaches that are there because they get to know each member and they kind of like know like, okay, you should scale down a bit or you can do more. I mean, like they know that.
They have faith in you.
Yeah,
They know your
they get to know
capabilities.
you and
Yeah.
they encourage you or, you know, all those things. And it matters. Like for a member, I feel that I appreciate it and at least I feel like, okay, they're looking out for me. The program's very intentional. There's a process, just like what Mark said. You think sometimes it's so repetitive, like, oh, we're doing this again. But then there's the tempo, there's the
Tempo.
pacing and all of
Yeah.
that, and it all comes into place. Like once, like you get the hang of it, or you get to know yourself more also because like you also tend to scale down when you feel like your body's not up to it for that day. So it's a lot of things that I'm learning still, being there about myself, about the program, and it makes me want to come back for more. So yeah.
I think that kind of culture that we have in Ethos encourages autonomy and like coaches, not just coaching, but actually caring for
Yeah.
each of the members who take the time to understand limitations or coming from what you said, Maya, having seasons. Like you're not always, it's Job's thing, right? If you're like this, if you're like this, if you're like that. So you kind of like modulate depending on how you're feeling.
Yes.
How about you guys? Like Josh and his team is in Korea right now, right? Do you have any plans to compete? Another letter C? Compete?
Maybe someday if I
Yeah.
get to see it. Yep.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Would you like to see Ethos Games
Definitely.
throw down?
It'll be fun.
So that's something that, yeah. We'll figure something out. Those things are in the pipeline. So if you were to give one reason to a friend to join CrossFit Ethos, what would it be? I know this is not part of the questions, but what's the biggest
One
compelling
thing.
reason?
thing only?
One
Yes, just
thing?
one. Like most compelling reason for someone to convince someone to join CrossFit Ethos or try it out. Not even join, just try it out.
Let me say one thing that's a little bit off script, but I love their equipment.
Yes.
I have to say, now when I
That's
do
so
work
true.
out anywhere else, I feel the difference. And I think that the way they keep the equipment and they maintain the equipment, and it's just really great to be able to go into a gym where
That's clean.
Yeah, that's
It's
clean.
very clean.
And organized.
Very organized.
And just to be able to enjoy, you know, those equipment and we take care of it, obviously. You know, we're not like ruining all of those stuff. But for me, it's the equipment, but I have other reasons too. But I'll stop there and then
Not
ask the
just the
others.
equipment, even the facilities are amazing. The baños and having your own coffee shop is actually one of the best things about Ethos. Like you come in, you need a little bit energy shot, and you have your coffee shop there.
How about you, Lisa? Just one thing.
Since Maya already said equipment and then Mark said the space,
Okay.
I'll talk about maybe the program.
Okay.
Right? I mean, like, it's a good program. As Kelvin mentioned, Team Ethos is in Korea. So, I mean, I think that's enough reason to believe that the process programming works. And yeah, it's a safe space for everyone. Community is another reason. It's hard to choose just one. So,
I'll give one reason. Since I was the one who thought of the question, I would say culture. And I think a big part of that is everyone, like you, Lisa, you, Mark, you, Maya. Just check it out. Look at the community that we have, the members. I think the members is a big part of the culture that we create. And from what I've seen so far, we've only been open for, I think, 7 months. And it's very different culture from my other boxes I've been to. I must say, I'm not saying it's better, but it's different. So it's something I feel maturity plays a big part in it. A lot of our members have come from different boxes, and being able to set that standard, set that culture where everyone feels safe, where everyone feels included, I think it's something that sets us apart from other boxes.
I feel like it's the conscious effort of community building that the Ethos team, the coaches, the owners put into it. That much effort. In fact, there's a monthly socials thing that actually allows people to get to know each other. And I think it plays a big part because you would actually want to go to the box. Not just because of the workout, but also you like the people you see around. You enjoy working out with them. So I think that's a really nice fruit of a good community building effort.
Okay.
Maybe just to add to that, I mean, another reason.
Go ahead.
No, because there's a lot of reasons. I mean, other than the fact that everybody does come from different fitness background, professional background, me being also a non-Filipino, it's been kind of really great community to welcome people that are outside from, that come from outside. And the fitness is kind of the line that brings it all together. But what's also different about Ethos is that it's a very much, diversity of people, culture-wise, professional, fitness background, and also countries of who comes and share that space with you. So I do definitely have to say that helps with feeling a sense of like belonging, I guess, and for me, that recently just moved about a year ago, it really was a great space to be part of that community, and almost kind of the majority of my friends actually that I've met are from CrossFit Ethos, and the social events really do help getting to know each other, and it's been fun, it's been great.
Okay. All right, so to end, we can just say something to invite people, your friends, workmates, people you care about to try CrossFit Ethos. Just give a short message.
I wish and I hope that you would give CrossFit Ethos a try. Because speaking for my age group, I'm 48 by the way.
Oh, you don't look like it. It's okay.
So I would like to, in a way, inspire others who are older to give it a try, because we have this thinking that CrossFit is so intense that it's not safe. But it is. And with the program that we have, everything, like we talked about, is scalable. It depends on how your body's feeling. You will be surprised of what your body can do. And it's really about being mentally, physically healthy, right? So, yeah.
Okay, let's see. So, most of my friends that I know are probably not in the Philippines, but this is probably for people who are interested and curious to know about CrossFit. And you might see a lot of these videos, like really hunky big people lifting weights and doing these crazy movements. And please don't feel discouraged, because CrossFit Ethos is not about that. I think for people who are curious and want to know about it, I do encourage you to come, because it is about your personal abilities and how you build your foundation slowly, protecting your body to be able to move in the long term. For me, I think for anyone that's interested and wants to come and start their fitness journey or to level up their fitness journey, I think CrossFit Ethos is a great space for that. And equally important, fitness investment is also a mental investment. And I think that's also a good take away.
My friends, whoever is watching, to come to CrossFit Ethos, because I believe that it's a great place to start, whether you are actually just starting your CrossFit journey, or even you are in your way to improve your skills, you're building your strength. CrossFit Ethos is the best place to start with the best coaches and even the best program that most of the members have actually experienced. Okay?
So I'm gonna say something and let me know if you agree with it. CrossFit will change your life for the better. 100% guaranteed. Yes?
Yes.
Agree?
Completely agree. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Totally.
Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for watching episode 6 of the CrossFit ETHOS podcast. Bye-bye.
Bye.